LeBron James this season might be his final season in the NBA. Let me play this for you.
I think we have to start thinking about it. This could be his last year in the league. And so, Rich Paul told me, and I included this in my report on ESPN when I did sidelines for the Lakers over the weekend. Rich Paul told me, yeah, there was no extension talk because we didn't ask for an extension. We didn't broach the subject. Now, you could say, well, why didn't the Lakers offer it? Sure, you could. But Rich Paul's point to me was this wasn't a point of tension. It's not something that we were pursuing. And so I think you look at it like, yeah, there's a very limited time remaining in his career. We already kind of knew that. Like, we knew that basically since he reached 20 years in the league, he's gone into every offseason contemplating retirement.
For the first time in my LeBron James lifetime, I feel like that's real. It feels like, and I don't know, I mean, you were telling me the other day that Kobe announced that it was going to be his last year in the league about a month into the season.
Yeah, so when I was reading Bill Plaschke's article, he noticed that, it was around like November.
So I think that that's possible for LeBron this season, that at some point he just says, hey, upon reflection, further review, this is it for me. We're going to make one last great run at this. I'm going to give you everything I got, but I think I'm ready to call it a career. Last year, that would have really surprised me.
Yeah.
And any time prior to that, it would have been knock you over with a feather, shocking, but not anymore. It feels very, very possible.
This is going to be weird. I mean, because I want LeBron back on the Lakers.
Me too.
The best possible path to a championship includes him on the Lakers.
Me too.
Correct?
Agreed.
But I'm almost ready for this to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. There's so many conversations. Every time you get into a basketball conversation and his name comes up, it always ends in a fight or an argument. It really does, doesn't it, though? I mean, you get tired of arguing one way or the other about his greatness and stuff. So I don't know who said it. Maybe it was John. Maybe it was AK. But we need to have him exit the league so we can appreciate him more.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to do it now. It's always frustrating when you talk about LeBron James.
It is, because of how good he has been and how divisive is almost too strong of a word.
The worst thing he ever did to me, as far as this conversation, was making second team All NBA last year.
You're right.
Because he's still good. You know what I mean? He's still viable as a player.
I'm not trying to argue with you. He's better than that.
Yes, I know.
It's not just that he's still pretty good. He's All NBA.
Yes,
team.
He's top 15 in the league.
By definition, if you're second team All NBA, that means you're one of the 10 best players in the league.
That's it right there. I know. That's the thing.
Yet, I think Laker fans, and many of them, are like, yeah, okay, enough already. Let's go to the next thing.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I think it'll be fascinating to see the reception that he gets, because he will be feted everywhere he goes. He will be celebrated everywhere he goes. In the 8 other NBA cities, he will be spotlighted. There will be
exalted.
Exalted is a great word. But that doesn't necessarily come with an emotional component. Like, basketball fans love certain guys. They loved Kobe Bryant. They loved Allen Iverson. Like, they're just some guys that even if I root for the other team and dude, you're my guy. I love you. I don't know if we're going to get a ton of that.
Probably not.
You're going to get a ton of, that dude was awesome.
Yes.
You're going to get a ton of, man, I'm never going to see another guy do that. We never see a guy take care of himself like that, handle his business like that, score many points like that. But is it going to be a emotional response? Not in a lot of places.
I wonder what he's going to give you on the way out, because I remember the first retirement, I guess, tour I remember was Kareem.
Me too.
And Kareem broke character.
He did.
He really did. I wonder what LeBron gives us on the way out. Does he apologize for the decision?
No.
Does he give you what you want on the way out the door?
But see, that's such a good point, DeMarco. I don't even know what I want.
Yeah.
I don't think I want anything, quite frankly. I got to enjoy watching him play. I would generally consider myself a LeBron James fan.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if this dude retires and he's all NBA. Like, he goes out great.
Yeah.
Not like a noticeable decline.
Well, like with Kobe and Kareem specifically, they weren't the same player.
Right.
They were lesser versions of their best selves. LeBron is a lesser version of his best self, but not by a ton. He's still up there at an incredibly high level. And obviously under wildly different circumstances. But when Magic Johnson walked away from the NBA, the fact that he was HIV positive, that brought a whole other element to it.
Yes.
But it was also like, even if it's almost impossible to do, but if you when Magic left or your favorite player leaves, there's an emotional component to, like, I can't believe I'm not going to get to see this anymore, more than, okay, who do we get to replace him so we can go win a title?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like with Kobe. It's like, how are we ever going to replace the presence of this guy? Even though the Lakers were lousy at the end of the line with Kobe. They weren't very good.
Right.
But it wasn't, okay, finally we can move on to the next thing. It was oh my gosh, Kobe's not going to play for the Lakers anymore. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
I would hope that would come up to the next guy that has a choice or a chance to move on, like LeBron. Like, this is something you're going to give up. You're giving up that if you do this and you go build a super team. Same with KD. If you keep moving around, you have no people.
Yeah, KD's.
I don't think he cares.
He punted on that a long time ago. I agree with you.
Yeah, but like LeBron, if you want to be carried out, feeded, like you said.
I think he does care.
I think, well, you might need to think about that before you move on to someplace else. But this is the other thing. How many years do you actually think he has left playing high-level basketball? Because this is
God only knows.
This might be the worst thing he could do or the most annoying thing to top all the stuff LeBron has done, passive-aggressive. If he retires and then comes back.
If you would have asked me when he came to the Lakers, which I believe was 7 years ago, how many years of high level?
I said 5 tops.
I would have said, I think 3. If you get 5, great. Well, here we are.
Right.
And he's still going strong. So the question is, how much more? I don't know.
Retires?
If it were 1,
yes.
Okay. It could be 3. I don't know. Like, he's blown the expectation thing out of the water. I have no idea. Let me ask you this one before we kind of wrap this up. Do you think he plays on another team at some point? Or is whenever he's done, whether it's this year, next year, or some point, does he wear a uniform other than the Laker uniform at this point in his life?
I said yes. I do, because all bets are off. It's not what we're used to, and he almost has no people. So if there's another opportunity, why not?
Will it be Cleveland or will it be the field?
I was thinking Dallas. It seems like it fits.
Does?
It really does.
Does?
Yes, on the way out. Yes.
That would be, again, I've said this before, we'd get over it.
Yes.
Keem Olajuwon played for the Toronto Raptors. Patrick Ewing played for the Seattle Sonics.
It happens.
Like, we'd erase it from our memories, but that'd be weird.
Wouldn't it be strange?
That would be deeply weird.
It would just be another jersey for him, though. Yes.
And once you've gone to the second one, what difference does it make?
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what you're giving up. You're giving up that for everything else. You have to be comfortable with that.
Steph is Steph.
Right. Forever. He's royalty there.
Yeah.
His people are there. Yes.
Hot and cold coming up next. Rodgers D'Marco, 710 ESPN.
It's